the Iranian regime from not only the global economy, but from any kind of access to the U.S. dollars, whether it is direct or through secondary parties, hence this term secondary sanctions. Is this the right strategy at the right moment?
Well, it really is. The president is dialing three knobs: military, diplomatic, and economic. And it really appears that he's turned the economic knob up to full. And the fact that he calls it an economic D-Day not only signifies the importance of this effort, but that we are not doing this alone. We didn't cross Normandy Beach without our allies, Britain, Canada, and other forces, and we're not doing this economic sanction program without the help of our allies as well.
One question that occurs to me, sir, is if this economic noose tightening was available to the U.S., why is this only coming into play now?
Well, there are a couple of things. There is always some backwash on sanctions onto the people of the country. Obviously, if you choke the regime, if you choke the entire economy, it's the people that are going to feel it more than the regime. The regime is enjoying their lives. They're still being fed. They're still living and driving in great cars. They still have internet access. The people don't. But it's come to the point now where the economic sanctions will invariably have an effect on the people. And I certainly hope that it is just a minor effect on the people. It would also indicate to me that there will be third-party sanctions. As Secretary Besant said, it's not just the Iranians we're going after, but we're going after the facilitators, anybody that is helping Iran as well. So that, even though the record of sanctions throughout history, American history, is not really strong, I think this time the president is not only willing to go against programs that will affect the Iranian people, but against those third-party countries that are important to us.
And to your good point, take a look at this. The Iranian economy is essentially teetering on the brink of complete collapse, we are learning. The currency exchange rate is about 2 million Iranian rial to $1 US. Inflation is nearing 90% there. Here's a little bit of context. Tehran's grocery stores are well stocked, but many families can already barely afford the basics. Unemployment is soaring, and those with jobs are working for more hours for money worth half as much as a year ago, putting food, medicine, and everything else further out of reach. There is going to be plenty of suffering to go around. Is there a way, a vehicle through which the administration, the Trump administration, can ensure that the regime does get squeezed here?
Yeah, a little bit of history. This reminds me very much of Weimar Germany after the First World War, when people were literally carrying Reichsmarks around in wheelbarrows to be able to buy a loaf of bread. The inflation rate was similar to what's happening here. Now, I think we need to be careful that we don't have the same after effects in Iran that we had in Germany, which in many ways led to the rise of Hitler. We don't want to see our squeezing to be so significant on the people that all of a sudden the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps takes control and in fact become allies of the people.